Thanks for meeting with me today.
So you want us to pay for a Wasteland sequel?
Yes.
How old is that game?
It came out in 1988.
I'm pretty sure my mom graduated high school that year.
I did the original Wasteland in 1988, and it was sort of the first post-apocalyptic role-playing game. And then I didn't have the rights to the name, so I created Fallout in answer to not having those rights. But during this time, I've been able to go back and get the rights to Wasteland. So basically, it's been 20 years I've been trying to make this sequel, and the fans have been asking about it. And at the same time, I was out pitching to publishers, saying, "Hey, you know what? I think Wasteland could be big, Wasteland 2," and it was just crickets. It's like there was no interest from anybody at any level, no fee, just zero.
We would like it to be a first-person shooter.
Excuse me?
In our numbers people, they tell me romantic vampires are really big right now, and we feel like they would seamlessly fit into the Wasteland storyline.
Maybe we should use birds as weapons.
Ooh, that's good, that's good. I'm glad we're on the same sheet of music.
Finally, a month ago, I had really just take the documents, I put it in my drawer, I said, I just don't know how this thing's gonna happen. All of a sudden, Kickstarter, and I thought, you know what, maybe there's a chance here, because the fans have been asking me for a long time. No matter where I travel, they're always asking about Wasteland. So I dropped everything I was doing. We shot, a fun video, we put it up there, gave some facts, set up all the different tiers, and then boom, it funded very quickly, and the rest is history. The first Wasteland, to give you an idea how computers were different back then, we had a book inside. It was called the Paragraph Book, and we had to take some of the text and put it in a book outside of the game because there wasn't enough disk space to have as much text as we wanted. Going forward now, the graphics will be much more enhanced, top-down, isometric graphic look. Just the visual, everything will be CG. Back then it was just sprites. Music will be done. We have a great composer who did Fallout 1 and 2. He'll set the tone. I mean, the first game had no music, right? There was not even space for that. So we'll be taking it up to today's somewhat graphical standards. I mean, we're not going to spend, like Call of Duty, they'll spend $50 million making a single game. Our budget's a couple million. We'll do some nice things, but we'll put our all of our effort and energy into the density of the experience. That's what people want. They want serious cause and effect. And that's one thing they feel like they're not getting in today's games. There's a lot of cinematics. They spend a lot. I mean, visually it's beautiful, but it limits your choices because they can't render a CG for every thing a person might try. And so this is where we're kind of going backwards a little bit in design philosophy, which we think will serve us well. One of the guys that helped create Fallout, he worked with me for some period of time, and he created hundreds of pages of design documents on locales and missions and characters and that sort of thing. So we have that as a starting base, but that's just a bunch of design docs. I mean, again, this thing's only in the last 2 weeks gone from being in a drawer to being all I do. So we're kind of just starting, but we have a bit of a head start with some of the documents that we have. We're really looking to get this thing done in about a year and a half. And there's some the positives are is that because they're more of a literary vibe, it's more cinematic movies can be very time consuming and expensive, and we're not having to do that part of it. So we really can spend our time just making on the gameplay.